Now, guys, this is not to be obnoxious or rude or mean or anything, but I just have to call out certain people on YouTube. There's a lot of people on YouTube that are critics, but a lot of them can act really childish, and sometimes you know, even mock somebody if they're called out for something. In this case, I'm talking about two people, InsideOut Fan2001 and Lamborocks Strikes Back. Now, I don't know if you know, but recently InsideOut Fan2001 announced that he was getting rid of his channel, or at least leaving it. And later on in the future, he said he's going to create a new one with new content. And, I actually respect him for this choice, that he's going to be more mature and start to come up with more mature content and really improve his videos. Now, this is not to, be mean again, but with Lamborocks Strikes Back, I've noticed that whenever he rants on movies, or, he starts to do videos on his movie shelf, he usually, when he comes to a movie he doesn't like, or, that everyone thinks is bad that he totally agrees with, he usually slams it on the floor or says the F word to it, and I think that's a little too much. That's over-exaggerated. You're kind of being childish, dude. Again, not to be mean, but, you're being a little immature. First of all, it's a movie. You're acting like this is some kind of serial killer, okay? You're acting like it's a problem in your house, like it's defiled your room in some way by its existence being there. Also, why the frick do you even have the movie in the first place, other than to complete the series of movies that you have on your shelf? Because I do get the feeling that he just has those bad movies in there just because they're part of the franchise that he has in his room. But anyway, I'm not trying to criticize. In fact, there's nothing wrong with you doing a video showing everybody your movie shelf. I recently did a video on my DVD collection, of my Pixar collection, or the Halo games collection, or the Call of Duty collection. Those videos are fun to do. They're simplistic, yes. They don't have a lot of effort put into them, but, they're kind of relaxing to watch. But I personally believe that Lamborghini Strikes Back takes his opinion, no, not his opinion, but, he takes his movies way too seriously. He takes, it's good to take your content seriously, but, you take bad movies way too seriously. It's a movie. It's not a person, okay? There are going to be bad movies from time to time. But anyway, enough of that video. When he does rants, he usually goes over the top and usually, screams out the F word, acting all angry, and it really comes off as forced and ungenuine. Honestly, it's like InsideOut Fan 2001. You don't get that. You don't really believe that he's angry at the movie, that he's actually just acting angry, He's not really frustrated or genuinely furious about the bad movie he's reviewing, but, he's just putting on a show. It's not really genuine. It feels the same way with Lamborghini Strikes Back, like he's just, forcing all of these words and all these emotions out. Like he's not actually feeling it. He's just saying all this stuff because it's what everyone else has said about the movie. And it really gets kind of embarrassing, It gets kind of cheesy and kind of like, again, I'm just picking words. They're random words. They're not the best words, but they're the words that are, I'm trying to think. Uncomfortable. That's what the word is. Uncomfortable, because he's like a grown adult. He should not be raging over bad movies. There's a whole bunch of stuff to be raged over. There's a lot of problems in this world right now. There's a lot worse things out there. There's evil things being done, and you're worried about bad movies. There are children dying everywhere. There's terrible famines in some places, and yet you're just getting angry over a bad movie. That kind of makes you seem a little childish and immature. Again, I'm not trying to bring the guy down. I'm not trying to, break his confidence or tear him to the ground. That's not the point of this video. I'm just bringing out something that he should be aware of. When I do my reviews, I try to be friendly. I try to, be as calm as possible. I have raged in the past, but I'm going to make an effort to be calmer, kind of, cool like Chris Stuckman. Because, Chris Stuckman doesn't get all rageful in his videos. He doesn't start screaming the F word. He doesn't start, Nostalgia Critic does. But he doesn't scream at the camera. He talks softly. He explains in detail why he hates the movie. And I respect him for that. A lot of YouTubers, they go the annoying route and scream all their lines at the camera. And it really gets annoying and very hard to listen to. So that's the video. Lamborocks Strikes Back, I'm sure he's a pretty good guy in real life, but he should try to scream less in his videos, be more calm and polite, and try not to fill his videos with so much hate. Try not to rant so much. Try to be nice, because the hate's not going to do anything. It's just going to tear people down. A good example, one of the friends of the group, actually two great examples. I personally think that the Dragon Critic does a great job at reviewing movies. He doesn't get all rageful in his reviews. He doesn't get all angry over nothing. He doesn't force emotions out or force words to come out. He just acts all cool. He just goes with the flow. He explains why he hates or loves something. And he does it in a calm, polite manner. Harry Thomas, he can get rageful sometimes, but he's not as annoyingly grating sometimes as InsideOut Fan2001 or Lamborocks Strikes Back can be. I'm not trying to bash these two, but I'm just speaking the truth. Lamborocks Strikes Back needs to scream less in his videos and be more polite. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.